Alright, as you can see, 2016 Malibu. I'm going to take the door panel off. I'm needing to replace this mirror. Got busted. So, down in here, move that rubber piece out. There's a screw there. I took it out. And then there's a hole, square hole here. Stick something in there and pull this thing up. And that'll let you pull it on up. There's two screws behind it right there. And then there's going to be one behind this thing here. You pop it up, screw there. And then I believe there's one underneath. Let me see. Yeah, one down at the bottom. You'll see it down there in the front. And that'll get the door panel off. So let me pull these out and then we'll go from there. Okay, I got the panel off. I got all those screws out. The one there, those two, the one that was there, and the one on the bottom. 5 total. After you get those out, what I did was I went ahead and grabbed it on this inside first and popped it loose a little bit. I think I first got it popped loose down here at the bottom. Then I just started working my way around, popping it out. What it is it's got a bunch of these things here that pop in to slots. So you just got to work your way around and pop them out. If you can't get them out, if you can't get your fingers in there, you can take like a rag and a putty knife and slide it in somewhere on the bottom or around there and kind of pull out until you can get a grip and pop out. And then once you pop it out all the way around, all the way up to the top, about right in here, you can see where the last one is here. Let's see. There. So that's about the last one toward the top, and then you it's all loose on the bottom. Then you pull straight up on the top to loosen or get it off the window grip thing up here. So then that'll allow us access to also, I mean, I pulled this clip out, just push in on the let's see, push in on this here and then pull it out. It'll pull straight out. That releases it. This lever here does. And if you want to take this whole door panel off, you'll have to do the same thing with the lock back here. But I'm not really worried about that because I got access now to this, which is going to get me to the mirror. So next I'm going to pop this clip out right here on the bottom of that. And I believe that should give me access to the bolts for the mirror. Alright. Okay. That was just the one little thing here. You can see that was holding it in. I just stuck a putty knife up in here and just pulled it behind it, popped it back, pulled back on it, and popped out. That released it enough. It's in a seal on the back side here and on the front, so I don't want to take it out too much because it's just going to be a pain to get back in. So I just pulled it out enough, and you can see, you can kind of pull it back a little bit. You can see there's 1, 2, and 3 bolts there. Pull those out, and then the mirror will come loose, and then I'll pull that clip out, and then I should be able to put the other one back in like that. So I'll go ahead and pull those out and come back. Okay, so I got the mirror out. I took them 3 bolts out. I took the hardest ones, the back ones, out first, so that way it was just the other one that was still holding the mirror on. And before you pull the mirror, and also this here, I just went ahead and pulled it out. This clip that goes in right there, just to have it out of the way so you can get the bolts out. And then this clip that goes into the mirror, you push down on the top of it and pull it out while you're holding on to the mirror. Or if you just push and pull it probably before you even take the bolts out would be easiest. And so we got the mirror out, and it just kind of pops out once you get those bolts out. You can see here on the other side. And the other one I got, it comes with a, came with one of these seals, but I think since that one's still in there, I'll just leave that one in and just pop the other one in like that. It's already ready to go. If you want to get another mirror, what I did was I called a dealership, a Chevy dealership. Just gave them my, got to the parts department, gave them my VIN number, and asked them what the part number is for the mirror, because there's so many different ones. They gave me the part number. I then found a mirror. I found one on eBay, and this piece here on top, it's white, but the card's red. The other mirror is obviously red over here. The piece that I need is not broken on this mirror, so I'm going to use it, and it just pops off and then pops back on. So I'm going to pop that white one off, put the new one on, the red one on there, and then we'll put the mirror back on. Okay, so what I did was, to get this off, I took a putty knife and put a rag over it, and I slid it right down the middle there of the mirror, right down this edge right here. If I can control the camera, and hold on a second, let me set this down. Okay, so I slid the putty right down the middle with the rag up underneath here to pop the old one out, and then once I got it out, the new one slid right in. You can see why I did that here. There's a clip right down the old one. See that there? That's how the new one is too. And so you need to kind of break that loose. So you slid a putty knife in there, that'll loosen it up here, and then you pull it back. And then the old one's the same way. You just kind of get it down on there, slide it in until you hear it pop into place. And it's all good, and now we're going to put the new one on. Okay, I got the mirror back on. When I put it in there, I actually did go ahead and take the seal out and put it on the mirror. And then it kind of slid in a little bit of an angle to get past this ledge up here. Once it's in there, it kind of sets itself, and then you can put the bolts in. Put the bolts back in, pop the clip in, and now I'm going to pop this in, and then I'm going to hook this temporarily back up so that I can test the mirror and make sure it's working before I go any further. That way I don't have to do everything. I mean, I don't know how much it's going to help if it doesn't work, because then I'll have to get another mirror. So, but I'm going to test it, and then I'll proceed with putting everything back together. Okay, I'm back. Oop, turn the camera back upside down, I guess. So I got this back on, popped it into place. Make sure you get that seal good all the way along there, how it was. That seal has to be on the outside of that. You'll see if you did. Just line it up with the rest of it, basically. Make it perfectly on there on both sides. Over here too, it'll snap back in. you'll feel it pop back into place. Make sure the seal's not bent when you put it back on. And the door panel, I've been messing with it, and I have came to the conclusion that you have to pop this seal off, pop these clips off with the screwdriver. Push the screwdriver down in there, and they'll pop out of these holes on the door panel. There. There's one. There's another one. They were in these holes here. It's almost impossible to get it back on there without popping it off. So pop the seal, pull the seal off, pop the clips off, put the clips in each one of these slits like I got it here. And then make sure the seal's good and lined up here. You can tell how it goes. It'll slide down into place, and look with this big end up against the window glass here. And then once you get it slid down in there, how it goes, then you're going to start from this end and work the clips back into the things, and then pop all the clips back in, put your screws back in, and that should be it. Alright, thanks for watching.